Hi there, my name is Philip. I am 36 years old. I live near Edinburgh in Scotland in the United Kingdom. I studied business and French at university. Now I'm a pastor or the minister of a church, and I'm married to a beautiful Mexican lady. Well, let me just tell you a little bit about my life. When I was growing up, I was absolutely passionate about sport. I loved just about any kind of sport. I would love watching cricket or playing cricket. I would love watching golf or playing golf. And I would love watching football or playing football. And on a Saturday afternoon, I absolutely loved going to the football stadium. Also, when I was growing up, I had a very happy childhood, you could say. I had a mum and a dad that loved me. I had a brother and a sister who loved me. And we grew up in a safe house. Now, when I was growing up, there was something else I was really passionate about, because when I was young, my mum and my dad took me to church. And when I was in church, I would learn about Jesus, and when I was at church, I would learn the stories of the Bible too. And when I was at home, my mum and dad would talk to me about Jesus and teach me the stories of the Bible as well. And when I was about 5 years old, I can still remember, in my bedroom, I asked Jesus to come into my heart, into my life, and I asked him to forgive me for my sins. In other words, for all the wrong things that I've done. You see, so often people have got a strange idea of who God is. So often people think that we've got to be religious or complicated in order to get to God. But the reality is that Jesus said that we've to be like a child. You see, I was just 5 years old. I didn't understand everything. I was lacking in knowledge, but my heart wanted to know Jesus, and I asked Jesus to come into my heart. You know, you can make that same decision today. If I could make it as a 5-year-old, I'm sure that you could go into your bedroom today and you could ask Jesus to forgive you for the wrong things that you have done. He died on a cross for your sin, for the wrong things that you've done, and he rose again, and he is alive. Now, some people might say, but Philip, that was all right for you, but you've had a really easy life. I've had a really difficult life. You might say that you weren't from a good family, that you were maybe abused as a child. Well, let me tell you this, I don't believe for 1 minute that I have had an easy life. In fact, often I actually think I've had quite a difficult life. And then you might say to me, but Philip, that's okay for you. You were brought up in a religious family, or you're a really good person. That's okay for you. Let me tell you something. The Bible says that all of us have sinned. We have all sinned on so many occasions, and we all need the grace of God. It's important that you know that Jesus isn't far from each one of us. My life hasn't been easy. I'm a sinner just like anybody else. But what's made the difference in my life is Jesus. And I encourage you to invite Jesus into your life today, to ask him to forgive you, to place your faith in him, and to read a Bible. Thank you for listening to me.